of you expected this move on the just completed trading week? How many of you expected this dropped on Euro USD and GBP USD? Don't forget, in our last week and in our last analysis, yes, last Sunday's analysis, we anticipated a bearish move, right? I told us to go bearish, and most of you never even believed it. Some was like, how? What are you seeing? Because everything was pointing them bullish. But I said we should go bearish. And that is all you need to enjoy, or you should be expecting on Heartfelt bias. This channel is all about calling bias and apply what is needed to be applied and take advantage of it using your strategy. You should be good. You're not paying anything, it's just for free. So EU was a massive drop. 50 pips was our target, and that was okay for the week. All right, and look at this now on GBP USD. I'm sure most of you never expected what happened. On Tuesday, there was a massive rain of pips like no man's business. Yes, it happened on Tuesday. I told you the setup might happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday or Friday. Might happen two times. Last 2 weeks was two setup. Last week was setup and two setup, and this week also was two setup for the Heartfelt, targeting 50 pips. That was crazy, guys. So, all right, in case you missed out, we'll still get you covered, right? We'll still be giving out our best to you. So just take advantage when necessary. Don't forget, subscribe to this channel, all right? Share it to others so that everybody can take advantage of what is happening here. You're not buying or selling all throughout the week. It might be a retracement. It might be continuation of the higher time frame bias, but we're still going to be having our 50 pips for the week. All right. On GPUSD, you see that there was an SMT. SMT, there was a sectional SMT, right? On GBPUSD and EURUSD, right? GBP took the high, right? And the EU had a failure swing, and you can see the next day began to form. And this was about a reward of about 20 risk 1 to 20 risk to reward, right? It was massive. So probably if you had risked 1% of your account, you should be having 20%. That is massive, right? 20% based on our risk now. 20%, 20% increase, 20% increase, guys. Yes, about 50 pips. All right, and you can see how it dropped. It dropped. That day was, my goodness, about over 200 pips. 200 pips, but we're not moved. All we needed was just 50 pips and we are done. But market was so generous that it dropped over 200 pips on GBP USD. Wow. All right, on Euro USD, you can see it also dropped over 100 pips. Yes, over 100 pips on Euro USD. Over 100 pips on Euro USD. So we hit our target first setup on Tuesday, and let's go on. You can see here on Friday again, another setup happened on Friday. Another setup happened on Friday. You can see here I had an entry on 5 minutes time frame. It's already running about 6 bricks 1 to 6 already running down. You can see it here. So we're still hoping to target 50 pips, but it has gone about almost 40 pips. Yes, 40 pips down on Euro USD. Same thing on GBP USD. They didn't take that, but we had a CISD on 5 minutes time frame. The market dropped about 40 pips. Still waiting for the left 10 pips to hit. Then we should be good for the two setup for the week. What do you anticipate anytime you are expecting the setup to show up? Is just the market maker's footprint, and that is what one of them is SMT. So once I just call a bias, all you need to do is to wait for the day that the setup presents itself. It looks so boring, but highly profiting. All right, so that is just that. What next should be the next question. What next? Let's meet tomorrow on Sunday 4 p.m. From 4 p.m. GMT +1, I should be dropping our weekly analysis. Fridays are for reviews, Sundays are for analysis for the incoming trading week. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, guys. Please share it to others, like the videos, drop your comment when necessary. You can also come into our free Telegram channel where updates are dropped each time we are to take any of these trades. All right, let's meet tomorrow for our weekly analysis. Have a nice weekend. Rest. Bye.